Just got back from running errands. I had to go to Kroger's, UPS, storage. Yeah. I'm waiting for more y'all to come in. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Girl. I'm going to wait till more y'all come in. What is going on? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay, that's from the 30. Oh, okay. State Farm, Colonial. Okay, Colonial did come. I think that's the water. No, that's the... Hello, how are you, Sarah? Sarah Duggar. I want to share with y'all what happened this morning. We've been on the phone, back and forth on the phone, doing what we need to do because I'm not letting this go. But I'm waiting for more of y'all to get in so I don't have to repeat myself, because you know when I start getting into my conversation, people are like, what's wrong? What's going on? So I'm trying to give y'all a minute, because I know sometimes these lives take a minute to alert you guys that I'm live. So yeah. 24, 25, 26. Yeah, that already came out. Let's see. I hate when the banks change everything, and it's like the way that you have to do your bill pay and so everything, like it's just the whole setup change. You have to learn something new again. It's so irritating. November 2nd. I don't think nothing else is scheduled. This one is City of. Thank you for the one person that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna do I don't get this, but whatever. 76, 94. And this is 15th. By the 15th, let's see. November. Oh, it gets to them pretty quick. I didn't know it get to them that quick. Okay, perfect. Submit, confirm. Who's in here? Yeah, I'm trying to pay a bill real quick. Set up a bill payment for the 15th of November before I forget. I like to do stuff ahead of time. Okay, return. And thank you for whoever just thumbs up. I appreciate you. May God bless you and bring you tremendous support in anything that you decide to do that's positive. Best Buy. Okay. All right, let me log off. I'm gonna wait till exactly 5 minutes and I'll start talking. So yeah, people just people are just weird, you know. People are just weird, and it's so freaking crazy. Literally on live yesterday, we were talking about how I said that respect is due to a dog, and people take their positions and their authority they out of control with it. They don't know how to utilize it professionally. Just because you have authority or you have a position that puts you in authority does not mean that you are better than, superior, or you can treat anyone less than. We all bleed the same. We all have feelings, emotions. We all go through things. And at the end of the day, I always say even a dog and a pet deserves respect. So how dare you not think that it is kosher to not respect a human? You feel what I'm saying? So especially when you're not being disrespected. So yeah. First of all, and I'm putting this out there because I don't know who's on here, what you may have knowledge of, how you can possibly help or whatever. I don't know. So my daughter calls me hysterically today and says to me that her boss tells her that she needs to take her head wrap off. And she said, for what? Like, it's a religious reason why I'm wearing it or whatever. And the lady was like, no, it's not. And if you see it, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. It's not a do-rag. It's not it's not a do-rag, and it's not a bonnet. She said, well, I mind you, she's only worked with this specific lady, this specific manager twice. This is the second time. Today is the second time. She's never worked with her ever before. And when I say everybody loves her, like her bosses and supervisors really like they like her. They like her energy, everything. She's just like me, just like a mini me. She's very bubbly, friendly. Y'all see her, she funny. She loves to have fun. She loves to laugh. She loves to joke. She's not she doesn't act like, you know, she don't have an arrogant attitude, a bougie attitude, none of the above, just real vibrant, you know. And so regardless of whatever, Mama Bear definitely comes out. I don't care how old my children are. If I can help them, if someone is taking advantage of them, we gonna ride this out to the fullest extent. Because what you will not do is put everybody in the same boat. Just because you see the color of somebody's skin, and I'm saying it don't have anything to do with the person being opposite my color, because people that are the same demographics, the same color, nationality, culture, whatever you want to call it, they do the same thing to their own people. And this woman was another black woman. Well, what I see is, first of all, you're jealous of my daughter. She's beautiful, she's natural, she's gorgeous, she don't need to wear makeup, and she has a banging body. You get what I'm saying? You're jealous of her. That's the only thing I can think of, because what other reason would you always be nitpicking with her or bothering her? So then she says to her, it looks to me, it looks like a bonnet or a do-rag. First of all, if she told you that it was for a religious reason, you have now crossed the line by disrespecting her religion, by also defaming it, and now you're being discriminative because you feel or think. Feelings or thoughts has nothing to do with the legal law. The legal law is you have a right. If you are practicing some form of religion or belief, you have that right. Now, what your first thing should have been was, hey, you know, you're not supposed to have nothing on your head, or if that is the rule, I don't think that is the rule. But once again, somebody nitpicking and usurping your authority in the wrong way. So, hey, is there a reason why you have to have that on your head? And let her tell you. You don't tell her take it off because that looks like a bonnet or a do-rag to me. Beautiful. It's a black scarf with like stones on it. Like butterfly and stones and flowers. Beautiful. And she has it to the back, like it's wrapped tight and it's to the back of her head. And so she tells her to take it off. Not only does she tell her to take it off, she says, and if you have a problem with it, you can go home. So first of all, you discriminated against her. Now you're intimidating her. And not only saying, if you have a problem, you know there's a problem, because you just basically negated the fact that she said that it is for a religious purpose. And you literally told her, and if you have a problem with it, you can go home. So Naya says she just inhaled, exhaled, looked at her and walked away. And so she went to do her work. And then the lady comes back again and says, is there a problem? Because you need to fix your attitude. Because if you can't fix your attitude, you need to leave. Okay. So now it's actually a form of blackmail, because it's like, you say this is what I want you to do. If you don't do this, then this is what's going to happen. So now you're intimidating her, and you're kind of like blackmailing her. Like, you're saying, if you don't do this, then this is what is going to happen. So if you don't fix your attitude, then you're going to be leaving. You're out of here. Do you see what I'm saying? So you don't cross the line several times. Oh, and that ain't it. So Naya said, Mommy, I tried to call you, but I was knocked out, and I had just got up because Rizzy was because Naya got to be to work at 6 a.m. So then she said, oh, and as a matter of fact, your something has changed. So she changed her assignment for today. Okay. Let me just say this to y'all. My daughter, ever since she's been there, it's been about a month, has been sending me pictures of violations that they have in this hospital. You know how when people got MRSA or hazardous diseases or hazardous infectious diseases, if you work in the hospital, whatever, work with me, help me, because y'all can tell me what more to do, where she is supposed to be covered with either to say full body protection, or enter in this room, you need to have a mask, or whatever the case may be. She works in dietary. So she comes up to bring the food to the different, the patients. And so She be like, mommy, they keep making me go in these rooms and it says MRSA and, you know, different things like that. So I'm like, oh no, just go in there and set it down. She's like, but it says, and they'll get mad at her because she don't want to put herself at risk. First of all, you got COVID. Then you got all this stuff that existed before COVID. You just telling her to go in this room. She'll send me pictures of the room showing how the doors just be open with the signs that say hazardous or stop, wait, put protective gear on first, and these doors are just open, and you're telling people that are not medical staff, that are not protected, only thing they have is a mask, that they need to go take the plate in there. No, it's supposed to be an RN, a doctor, or LPN, or something like that who fully understands this contagious disease. You leave it outside the door and then they take it in, because you don't have the protective gear. You don't know. You don't go in those rooms. She sent me several pictures of that. Those doors should never be open. I remember when I was pregnant with, who was it? Which was it, Naya or Sada? Yeah. I want to say it was Sada, my first. They tried to say they thought they had mixed my records up. They thought I had MRSA, so anybody that came in the room had to put this protective gear on. And come to find out, it was a big old misunderstanding. I didn't have none of the above. So I remember how when they used to come in my room, I used to literally feel like I had Ebola or something, or malaria, because of the way they treated me when they walked in that room. So I know the precautions that should be taken when somebody walks in those rooms, and you telling her fully uncovered with just a regular paper mask to go take a plate in there. Are you freaking kidding me? So we're going deep, okay? So then, guys, but mind you, this is Mama Bear. So if you don't like it, y'all can go to the left. Because if you have children, you can understand. You don't play with mine. Sorry. I told you, my money, my children, and my foundation, those three things, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't get the color. Don't get it twisted. Because right now I'm talking to y'all in a way where I am upset and frustrated, but I definitely know how to articulate when I need to. Because when I made that phone call, them people called me back quick. Okay? Because I know the laws. I know the OSHA laws. I know all of them, and I'm on it. And I said, according to OSHA 11C, if any retaliation is done to my child in regards to her reporting a violation of her rights and her, don't play with me. Y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know I ain't even got to go there. But anywho, so she tells her assignment has changed. Naya goes in her assignment and to go do her work. She's frustrated. Now, you got to remember the current, the timeline of events. You did this. You negated her, didn't listen to her. Then you said this, intimidated her, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I would be upset. Yeah, I would probably have an attitude too. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Because at her age, she don't know. She don't know what she can or cannot do, and is this okay? And she don't want to lose her job. So yeah, she had a little attitude. So the lady comes back out again and says to her, like I said, if you don't get your attitude together, you can leave. Naya was like, I'm doing my job. Can you please just let me do my job? So Naya went to do her job. She was coming out of the hallway with a tray. While the lady came out, grabbed Naya and yanked her and said, get out of here. Get out of here. Go home. Go home. By her arm, like yanked her like that. And said, go home. And then after she said, go home, Naya was like, get off of me, Naya. And she was real. She was like, I told her, mommy, I said, get off of me. She still kept touching me. She was like, an older guy that works there was coming out the hallway at the same time. I said, they should have some form of camera. I don't give a dang what Naya was doing. Unless she was trying to hit that woman or do something to that woman, and that woman was trying to defend herself, which you know it ain't going to be the case, because she's not going to have nothing to say. You get what I'm saying? Because then she should be putting a report in and Naya should be fired, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm already on it. We done contacted our lawyer and all that. So anyhow, I'm like, okay. So when you did that, when she said, mommy, I said, get off of me twice. And she grabbed her, like grabbed this part and then went further to yank and just yanked her, was like, get out of here, go home. And I was like, get off of me. And she grabbed her again. She was like, get off of me, get the fuck off of me. That's what Naya said. You don't know what kind of trauma people have, and my daughter has had some from a past relationship. You get what I'm saying? Now, if she would have hauled off and knocked you out, then what? So that's our issue here. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't care if she cursed. I don't care what she did after the fact. You have, what is the word? Oh gosh, instigated and prod at her ever since you told her to take that off her head. And then you had the nerve to put your hand on her? Are you serious? You ain't even supposed to put a pinky on nobody if it's not warranted, if it's not a permission, and if it's not policy. She didn't give you permission, it wasn't warranted, and it ain't according to y'all policy that y'all put your hands on your employees. And then when Naya jerked back, she pushed her in the back and said, get out of here. Get out of here. Go home. Oh, really? But see, what you thought was she was just going to go home. You didn't think she was going to do everything that we did. And you didn't know the mama that she had backing her. Because what we're not going to do is let it go. That's what we're not going to do. Oh, you're going to learn today, Atra. You're going to learn today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, and the next day. You're going to learn. And I promise that you don't put your hands on nobody. But then again, we're going to go even deeper. You don't touch my child. That's what you don't do. Because see, I can go from this to flipping it very well. And I know for sure the way I articulated that phone call, they was like, oh no, we need to call ASAP. What's going on? Okay, it's investigate. Yes, y'all better investigate to the fullest extent. Because we already got a police report and the police said that was battery. So what are we doing? Because Anitra don't need to be there. What's happening right now? Because, and then she's not comfortable. She's not comfortable with that lady being there in the presence, not even on the facility grounds, because her anxiety. Don't play with us. Don't do that. She's not comfortable. You do not touch anyone. Really? If it was me, you think she would have touched me? Do you think she would have put her hands on me and told me to leave like that? Girl, we both would have been leaving, but in two separate ways. I'd have been just like this. Yes, sir. Until my attorney came and we figured it out. And you would have been leaving in something. I don't know if you would have been breathing or not, but you wouldn't have not touched me. Because see, what people fail to realize is you don't know people's traumas and triggers. And that's something you shouldn't have to know if you stay professional and within policy. It's not nothing to worry about because you're being professional. It's not nothing to worry about because you're within policy. So if you touch, then whatever comes behind it, you deserve. Why? Because it's not a matter of, oh, it went too, no, because it's not. See, now we want to see what went too far, but let's stay at the beginning. Did that go too far? So if that went too far, then anything that happened after that was all relevant. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? For all the people who hear being nosy, if you're not being nosy, thumbs up the video like you're listening apparently. And this is what people seem to want, drama, like, but this is not clickbait. This is not nothing. This is my real life. I am a mother. I have children and I don't play about them. And if you're a mother, you'll know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? Thumbs up the video. Like, we have to not let stuff go. I don't care what the color of the skin of whoever it is, you just don't. And you're going to learn a lesson. You're going to learn you do not put your thank you, whoever, just throw that thumbs up. May you be blessed. And anything that you do in your life, God sends all the supporters to give you what you need for it to be fulfilled. No, you're not wrong in any way. Exactly. It's just like, really? Like, this is what we're doing right now? This is what we're doing? So we're waiting for her appointment on Wednesday. We called her doctor. We're waiting for her appointment on Wednesday to speak with a attorney who's strictly for that. Because my attorney told me to, it was like a referral thing. So when we told her, she was like, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's employment. Something wrong. So, it was just a lot. But I just don't like, and this is what I'm saying, like, I've been through so much working for people and just giving my all to a position. That's why I'm telling you, if you are here and listening to me, if you got something in your heart that you feel that you want to do, that is going to be something that's great for this world, that people will support and be a part of, do all you can to have control of your financial state if possible, because you just never know and anything can happen. And sometimes people get in positions that they do not deserve, and because of that, it'll lead to people who don't have the time, energy, or financial to do what I'm trying to do for my daughter, to prove a point, because you just can't get away with stuff. Like I said yesterday, I said, now when they ready to fire somebody, they don't give you 2 weeks notice. Why do we have to give 2 weeks notice? They don't give you 2 weeks notice when they get ready to fire you. I'm blowing out my candle. I'm trying not to keep them burning so long so they don't get that black on them. They don't give you 2 weeks notice to fire you. So why do we have to give 2 weeks notice to leave? If it's not working out, they let you go. It's not working out, and I'm going to go. And I'm not going to tell you when. Today. Right now. Goodbye. Like, if anything, that's my child. If anything, I told her, first of all, that's another lawsuit on top of anything if they try to get rid of her for telling the truth about what happened or whistleblowing. That's kind of, if you look up that OSHA 11C, it'll say, for whistleblowers or people who say something about the wrong things happen in the workplace or when they're being wrong, they call it a whistleblower or whatever. So that protects you, that they can't retaliate against you or whatever the case may be. But a lot of us don't know that, or we don't try to find those things out to protect ourselves so that way we can, because at the end of the day, she was able to work. She came to work. You told her to leave. Thank you for the 2 people that thumbs up the video. May you be blessed, and may God bring the support you need for anything that's in your heart that you truly want to do in life to take you to the next level, mentally, emotionally, and financially, and physically. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. We just was talking about this, and it's crazy because she did a video because she started her channel, and anytime she do videos that she preparing for her channel, she'll let me listen to them. And I said, hold off on that one. I don't know why, but something told me to tell her hold off, and it was about working. It was about working, and I kid you not, it literally was about working. She sent me that about 4 days ago or whatever. And I said, hold off on that and put that with the episodes you're going to do for something that we were going to tell you about that she's doing on a journey. She's 19, getting ready to be 20. So I definitely just want you to know it is help out there. It is people out there. Don't let your situation financially, education wise, or whatever deter you from seeking out help for your rights. A lot of times they keep doing what they want to do, and I'm saying people in authority. This is not about color right now or anything, because this woman was a black woman. It is about people in authority disregarding other people's rights, feelings, or whatever the case may be in an unprofessional way. That's what this is about. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go just as hard if it wasn't a black woman. I'm still going to go hard. I don't care if you was having a bad day. Because if they did something wrong to that point, which is strictly illegal, you do not put your hands on anybody. Because even with sexual harassment, let's just say there's levels of it, right? Like even the officer was like, yeah, because he asked was she hurt? And I said, just kind of like more emotionally hurt. And now she kind of has a fear of being there, because it's like everything she do is they going to say something, or is she going to be living in fear, working of, is they going to fire her or whatever? My thing is like with sexual harassment, that can be so, it's a thin line. So to you and I, we might be cool, and you might be like, girl, touch my shoulder and be like, girl, you good. But then if a man who I'm not really cool with that works with me and was like, oh yeah, cool. And then you be like, cringy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a thin line. But it's when I say it's a thin line, meaning like it could be the same touch, but depending on if you are welcoming it and you're okay with it. And I can be welcoming and okay with this person, but not with that person. It doesn't matter if you've seen me let this person do that. I'm not comfortable with you. I don't know you. You get what I'm saying? So it's a thin line, and you got to know that it is a thin line. But altogether, regardless, no supervisor should be touching anybody. Anybody. Sarah Duggar, no, you not wrong in any way. Girl, do not touch my child. Yes, doors should be closed at all times. Right, sis. She has to go to a higher on that from the start, so a woman can't get away with that nonsense. I was just talking about this same thing yesterday. Forget that. Don't go in that room. Right. No, she needs to be covered up. Had to exactly reported. They need to be reported. Hey, Chad, I'm upset. I knew you was gonna be upset. I knew you was gonna be upset. Oh, okay, say that. Yep, and that is a pet peeve of mine. So sickening. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy that they think it's okay to just be disrespectful like that. They think it's okay. You are not going to get away with this. She's not going to get away with this. She's not going to get away with this. Nope. Mm-mm. Also, with the officer, the police officer said he put battery. He said it's a battery. He was like, it's two things. He was like, you definitely want to contact your human resources, and then the other thing is, you want to see, your attorney or whatever. So, because he was like, it's a civil and it's criminal, civil and criminal. It's like a two-part thing. And I was like, oh. He was like, now, the reason they asked her, was she hurt? And we're not going to lie, but mentally she was, because Naya she had to restrain herself from hitting this lady back because of the way she was yanking on her arm. You know what I mean? She had to restrain herself from hitting her back. And her arm, she said her arm, she don't got no bruises or nothing, but the way she yanked her, it hurt, but not, you know what I mean? She ain't break nothing or nothing crazy like that. Thank God. Oh, Sarah, that was the first thing I said. Dude, no playing. They came straight to the house and she got a police report. And it literally said incident of battery. That's exactly what it says. So we're going to see. They end up sending the human resources specialist that takes the call, end up sending it to the wrong department. So the department that did get the call, they said they apologized, and she got the email and she said, I'm going to contact them and inform them through email that you reached out and that someone transferred you to the wrong person. So she's doing that. And I told her, every time I get on a call, you're on a recorded call. And then they'll be like, I said this call that you're on is documented. We are documenting this call. So if you continue to talk, all of this is going to be used in court. Even the lady, the human specialist, the first lady who ended up sending it to the wrong place, when we told her, she was like, oh my gosh, really? She even said that. I said, this is in regards to one of your managers, supervisors. Thank you for the thumbs up. Putting their hands on an employee. And she was like, oh, are you serious? Oh my gosh, really? Yep. So for her to even respond like that, that's a no-no. There's no excuse. It's a no-no. It's a whole no-no. So let me see. I know that's right. Record. So now she sent it. So I say sent it all the time. She sent it. So we're gonna wait and see. It is kind of like still lunchtime. So I figure if nobody calls me back or her back by 2, then we're going to reach out and call them again. And then kind of go from there, because she's supposed to go to work tomorrow, and just let them know, hey, until we figure something out, they got to figure out what's going to happen with her pay, because she will not and do not want to work around that lady. Right. Like, and I'm pretty sure Naya's not the first one. They feel like, oh, these young little teenagers, I could say whatever. Oh, girl, these people got parents and family. Don't get it twisted. You got the right one, baby. You do. Because you're not getting ready to get right with this. You're not getting ready. I'm so tired of people doing stuff to us and thinking they can get away with it. Some people still think they got away with some stuff. No. You didn't. If you're watching, you didn't. But no, not getting away with this. Not. Long as she has me as her mama, she not getting away with it. I don't want her feeling, just imagine a feeling being that age, and you got your own little spot, and you paying your own bills and everything, and you don't know if you're going to have a job, if you're going to be able to pay your rent, or you know what I mean, because somebody put you in a position that just was illegal altogether. Now you're home and you didn't even do nothing. You're home and you didn't even do nothing. And the fact that you are literally negating her stating to you she has it on for a reason, that right there, we don't even stop. We don't even need to go no further. How did you handle that? How did you handle that? You feel what I'm saying? How did you handle that? And that should be the conversation. Why did you handle it a certain way? That should be the conversation before any movement even goes anywhere. That should be the conversation. That should be it. Because at the end of the day, it does not matter how upset, how rude she was after, which she wasn't rude. She was just more upset and had a low attitude. But didn't say nothing to the lady. Wasn't in her presence, wasn't bothering her, nothing. She kept coming to her. Her attitude stems from what you just did. That's like somebody like, oh my gosh, they beat me down. Well, you did just punch them and come in their face and just punch them in the face. Like, so we don't even want to talk about how you got beat down because you didn't know the potential that that person held because you overstepped your boundaries. Whatever consequences you got them. You shouldn't have punched them in the face. Or you get what I'm saying? Like, people always want to talk about the aftermath, but they never want to talk about the before. Like, how did this start and why did it go there? Let's talk about that. And let's stay right on that. When we talk about that, then we're going to see where the problem lies. Because anything after that, it was definitely warranted. It was. Her attitude, yeah, you ignored her. And then degraded her by saying, and disrespected her by saying, it's a do-rag, it looks like a bonnet to me. Y'all, if y'all see it, y'all be like, really? That does not look like a bonnet at all. It does not look like a bonnet at all. It's so pretty. It's black and it's really pretty. It does not look like a bonnet at all. Like, that's how you know she was being a butthole. A whole butthole. Like, for real. Oh, let me take this off. My phone will be going off all day. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so that's that. I ain't letting it go. And if you have any things or anything that you want to tell me or any input on what you think I should do or whatever the case may be, any codes or laws or anything like that, y'all can email me at the CPR Vibe at Gmail. And, we'll go from there. If it's something you want to tell me that you may not want to put here in the chat, let me know, because I'm definitely okay. Even if you are young, you have rights. Exactly. Like I said, Faye, a dog deserves respect. You're not about to just do what you want to do and think you about to get away with it. No, it's not happening. Not happening at all. So that's what happened. I wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, I ain't even get nothing done. Well, I did clean, and I actually did a video of me cleaning out the bottom of the sink and putting one of those Havoc rodent packs down and putting some that steel wool that Teresa told me to put. I stuffed it around the holes, and I put a Havoc pack down in the hole behind the stove. But I'm gonna wait till they remove the stove and bring the new stove, and then put the steel wool around in the stove, the pipe that comes up out of the ground. For right now, that's kind of what I'm doing. But I did some editing. I did release a video at 12, a short, or was it a short? I don't know. I'm trying to stick to releasing a longer videos on Sunday, so I'll do like lives and shorts and kind of keep you abreast of what's going on in the house between now and then. But that's it. Good luck and have a great rest of your day. You too, Sarah. You too. And I will see you guys, I guess, in the next video. Later, Gators. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for kind of going back and forth with me. But I had to get that out and let y'all know as a mama. Yeah, that's what happened. So I will talk to you guys later, Gators.